Later in this video, I'm going to show you the other Malecón in Guayaquil, the Malecón del Salado. But first, let's have a look at one of the most impressive Airbnbs I've ever seen in Ecuador. It's on the 18th floor of this building, the Guayaquil building. It's easy to find as it's right next to the Parque Centenario, and there's a Gran Aquí grocery store in the ground floor of the same building, so the taxi drivers will all know how to get here. Here's a photo I found of the Guayaquil building when it was finished in 1975. Yep, it's 50 years old. And if you're into 1970s vintage, you'll love some of the aspects of this place. This view alone is worth the very reasonable price. When I stayed here in March 2025, it was $39 a night. Yes, you heard me correctly, $39 per night. Let's have a look at the kitchen. It had everything you could possibly need. It was all spotless and organized. They even set the table for me. The attention to detail and the communication by the hosts of this place was truly next level. In a country infamous for having zero customer service, the experience offered by these hosts was absolutely professional. And again, look at that view out the kitchen. The bathroom was spotless, and most importantly, the hot water worked well and quickly, so you're not standing there for 5 minutes trying to figure out if you've turned the tap handle the right way. The bedroom is huge. The bed is very comfortable. The air conditioning cools the rooms very well. There's a TV and you can actually watch things on it. It's connected to streaming services and you can actually access that, which seems to be pretty rare these days. Talking of rare, this place has an iron and an ironing board. I cannot tell you how necessary this is. If you're an Airbnb host and you don't have an iron and an ironing board in your place, please do that. Put one in there for your guests. It's absolutely essential. The fridge looked brand new and it was stocked for me with bottles of water and beer and some other things. Let's have a look at this view again. You're looking south across the city. Parque Centenario is right below you. The Malecón 2000 and the Guayas River are to your left, way over the other side of those buildings. I chose to stay in this location so I could walk all over the city to take photos, but specifically I wanted to walk to the Malecón del Salado, which I did. Let's have a quick look at the map. Here's where the Airbnb is, right in the middle of town. Over here we see the Malecón 2000. Check out my other video about that to learn more. Then over here we see the other less well-known Malecón del Salado. Let's head downstairs and outside the building now. As you can see, the elevators are super old school and vintage, which of course I loved. And check out these huge metal doors at the entrance. Just awesome. As you can see, the second you step outside the building, you're in the heart of downtown Guayaquil. You've got a pharmacy there, there's a bank and an ATM. One of the best things though is this bakery. It's cheap as chips, it has a lot of old-fashioned local pastry styles, and the staff are friendly, and I tried lots of things from here. It was great. Parque Centenario is just across the street, so you'll obviously want to check it out. It was built to commemorate the centennial of Guayaquil's independence. It opened on October 7th, 1920, marking 100 years since the city's liberation from Spanish rule on October 9th, 1820. In the middle of the park, you'll see this gorgeous column. It's 27 meters tall and a monument to the heroes of Guayaquil's independence. You'll see a number of other very impressive statues around the park, as well as plenty of massive old trees and beautiful gardens. Often when I'm in here, there's someone performing for the other visitors, and you'll see a lot of locals. It's definitely got a community vibe. Everybody seems to know each other. There are some beautiful buildings around the perimeter of the park, so let's have a walk around the outside and take a look at some of the more interesting ones. If you walk just a few blocks further away from the Airbnb, you'll discover some hidden treasures here in Guayaquil, like this vinyl record store. This famous sandwich shop. A few blocks behind the Airbnb, you'll find this church, the Iglesia San Agustin. Originally constructed in 1695, this church has been burnt multiple times and reconstructed. After being totally destroyed by fire in 1902, the church was rebuilt using concrete, and this version you see here was opened on July 4th, 1926. Now I'm going to take you with me as we head west towards the Malecón del Salado. I walked here. It's a decent walk, but there's lots of interesting buildings to see along the way. Once you get a little closer to the river, you'll notice a lot of restaurants, and it has much more of a neighborhood feel. Here you can see the Estero Salado, a saltwater estuary that branches off from the main Guayas River on the other side of Guayaquil. This river and the mangroves are an important wildlife habitat, absolutely teeming with life. If you stand here long enough, you might see frigate birds, herons, pelicans, spoonbills, kingfishers, and crocodiles. Yes, there are crocodiles in here. While not as big as the massive Australian saltwater crocs, these American crocodiles are between 4 and 5 meters long, which is plenty big enough. This Malecón area is much smaller than the Malecón 2000 on the other side of town, but it's beautiful, and there's a few restaurants, and there's a sweet and coffee cafe. It was pretty quiet when I was here, probably because it was the middle of the day and brutally hot and humid, but I did see a lot of locals walking along the tree-covered, shaded area near the river. I've heard this place gets very busy on the weekends, especially if it's a little cooler. Hey, do you like to read? I write a blog too. It's called Photos from South America. It's about my life here as a single guy living in Ecuador who travels for photography. You can check it out. It's on my website, urbanfilmphotography.com. So while you're there, you can have a look at my photos too. If you would like more information from me about what it's like to live in Ecuador, you can set up a video chat or a phone conversation with me and I can answer all your questions. Don't forget, my cycling videos now have their own YouTube channel. That's over at Single Speed Ecuador. And also don't forget, if you really liked this video, please give me a like. And if you really like it, you can buy me a coffee. That'd be amazing. Hey, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Righto. Cheers, big ears.